Welcome back, friends, to this brand new Techhandy course on VMware vSphere 7. If you're interested in VMware virtualization, you're in the right place. In this video, we're moving forward with our vSphere 7 lab environment. We'll start by creating our virtual datacenter named Toronto CA. A datacenter in VMware vSphere is a logical container used to organize and manage all your virtual infrastructure components. Think of it like a folder that holds everything related to your virtual environment. Inside a datacenter, you can have ESXi hosts, clusters, virtual machines, VMs, networks, data stores, storage, templates, and resource pools. Then under Datacenter, we will set up clusters named Management and Production and then add our ESXi hosts into those clusters. These hosts share resources, protect each other from failures, and balance VM workloads. We'll also learn how to move hosts between clusters, how to take servers into maintenance mode and out of maintenance mode. A cluster is a group of ESXi hosts that work together as one unit to provide high availability. If one host fails, VMs automatically restart on another host. Later videos we will also see vMotion, DRS, Distributed Resource Scheduler, and how VMs move automatically between hosts for load balancing. After logging into your newly installed vCenter web console, the first step is to create a new virtual data center. This acts as a logical container for your clusters and ESXi hosts. From the vSphere client home screen, click on your vCenter name, in my case, vcenter.techhandy.com. Then click on New Data Center. I'll name mine Toronto CA. Click OK, and your new datacenter will now appear in the inventory panel. If it's not appeared, then click on Refresh button. Next, we'll create a cluster inside the datacenter. Right-click on the new datacenter and select New Cluster. I'll name this cluster Management. This cluster we will use to keep our management VMs, such as Node 01 holding VCSA virtual machine. For now, we'll leave DRS and HA disabled, since we're focusing on basic setup. Click Next and then Finish to create the cluster. Now it's time to add our ESXi hosts into this cluster. You can add host directly from Quick Start screen or right-click on the management cluster and select Add Hosts. Enter the IP address or FQDN of your first host, node01.techhandy.com in my case. Enter the root username and password to authenticate. Let's add all other hosts into same cluster and we'll later demonstrate how to move hosts from one cluster to another. If you are using same credentials for all hosts, simply check the box above and you will not need to retype credentials for each host. Accept the security alert warning, and you'll see your host information appear. Since Node 01 already contains the VCSA virtual machine we're using, you'll get a warning message indicating that the vCenter server appliance is running on this host. That's perfectly fine in a lab environment. We can safely continue. Complete the wizard and click Finish. Wait for some time and vCenter will add the ESXi hosts into your management cluster. When you add or move hosts between clusters, you'll notice they sometimes enter into maintenance mode automatically. In maintenance mode, no virtual machines can run on that host. That is the case Node 01 not enter into maintenance mode, because our VCSA is running on it. Now let's create a second cluster to organize our environment. Right-click on the Toronto CA data center again and select New Cluster. I will name this one Production. We'll now move some hosts into this cluster. You can do this in two ways, either by right-clicking on the host and selecting Move to option and select the new cluster. Or you can simply by dragging and dropping the host into the desired cluster. In this example, I'll move Node 02, Node 03, and Node 04 into the production cluster, keeping Node 01 under management. To take a host out of maintenance mode, simply right-click the host name, Maintenance Mode, and choose Exit Maintenance Mode. You can also manually place a host into maintenance mode when performing upgrades, patches, or hardware maintenance. We are moving towards our last topic of this video. By default, both vCenter and ESXi run on evaluation mode for 60 days. To activate them, we need to add and assign purchased license keys. From the vSphere client, click on Administration. Navigate to Licensing and click on Licenses. Under Evaluation License, you can find details about license and its expiration. You can also find the assets associated to that license. To add license keys, click on Add button and enter your vCenter or ESXi license keys. Once added, you can assign licenses to specific assets. Select vCenter Server Systems to assign a license to your vCenter, or select Hosts to assign licenses to your ESXi servers. Once assigned, you'll see the evaluation status change to Licensed, confirming that activation is complete. The process will be same for all the assets. In the next video, we'll take this setup a step further and join our vSphere environment to the Active Directory domain. That will allow us to use domain authentication and assign permissions based on AD users and groups. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your questions or suggestions in the comments below.